Would you give a 2-week notice in trucking? Let's talk about it. So I was in one of my Facebook groups, and the question came from one of these drivers. I think he said he was at Cree or Schaefer. I think they're the same thing. But yeah, he was at Cree, basically stating, his whole life story that nobody really gives a damn about. But basically he's saying he has to leave the company for XYZ reasons. And he basically wanted to know, he was asking the group, should he give a 2-week notice? When I saw it, I first hit the little haha emoji, and then I had commented saying, no, there's no loyalty in this industry. And of course, other drivers, commented saying, oh, you must have a bad word ethic, or oh, you're unloyal, blah, 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 blah. And I just commented back saying, would they give you a 2-week notice when they're about to terminate you? Oh, I couldn't hear you. You said, oh, okay. My point exactly. So let's talk about it. 2-week notice in trucking. And this is just my personal opinion. I don't think you should, especially if you are over the road. Heck no. Trucker D, why would you not give a 2-week notice? Hear me out. Again, would they give you a 2-week notice? Would your dispatcher or manager, or whatever title you call it, would they give you a notice when they're about to fire you? Would they say, hey, Johnny, hey, Billy, in 2 weeks, we're going to fire you. You need to find out. Hell no, they wouldn't. Here's how that would work. It would come down to a, yes, we need you to come to the yard. And of course, they're going to lie and give you a BS reason why. You get to the yard, they're going to say, well, Mr. Such and Such, we don't feel you're a right fit, or hey, based on X, Y, and Z, we're going to have to let you go. They're not going to care that you have a family. They're not going to care that you have a mortgage. They're not going to care that you don't have another job in your back pocket. They're going to leave you assed out, So that's why I say no loyalty. There's no loyalty in this industry, and it works on both sides, And then another reason why you shouldn't give a 2-week notice is because we'll use my boy Avery. He used to we used to work at the same carrier. We'll use him as an example. So Avery, and bruh, I told you. Not throwing shade, but bruh, I told you. So here's what he did. He was one of those employees. He did his job. He was a good, respectable worker. He did everything the company asked. He did everything from dock worker to city to line haul, and he worked at, I think, 3 different terminals. He basically did anything and everything the company asked him. Nothing wrong with that. He even jumped on the team truck. They say, hey, Avery, can you jump on the team truck? He did that. Here's where he messed up, Later down the line, things transpired. He let the company know, hey, I'm giving him my 2 weeks notice. First mistake. So when he did that, that's when they started messing with him. They started giving him BS routes, not letting him use his vacation. And they basically, they basically just screwed him over, And this is why I tell you guys, these companies don't give a damn about you. They don't. I don't know why drivers are so loyal to these, because they don't care about you. It's all about what you can do for them. That's all they care about. All they care about is that you're in that seat, picking up their freight, delivering their freight, doing your job. That's all they care about. They don't care about your excuses. They don't care about why you can't do this or that. All they want to know is, can you do the job? Yes or no? And if not, they get rid of you. It's just that simple. They don't care that you're leaving, because once you leave, they're going to have another driver in your truck within maybe 24 to 48 hours. I'm just going to keep it real with you. Of course, after they service your truck, there's going to be a new driver in that seat. Best believe. Don't think that you're not replaceable, because especially these mega carriers, they have orientation. These companies have orientations every week, multiple times out the week. So there's waves of drivers coming in, waves of drivers coming out. Understand this, y'all. I'm not saying that there's nothing wrong with liking your company, but there's a lot of people out there, and there's people that I know personally that over-glorify. They just over-glorify, their companies, Again, the minute you mess up, they don't care nothing about what you've done. You could bend over backwards for the company, but as soon as you do something wrong that you don't like, all the good things you did, all the little favors you did, all that goes out the window. And I know I sound harsh, but I'm just keeping it real with y'all. I'm not gonna lie and say, oh yeah, you should give a 2-week dance. You should be loyal. You should be a good old boy to the company. No. Now let's switch gears. If you're on the local side, I'm talking like maybe LTL, fuel hauling, food service. You know, how you leave, you know, that's up to you. Reason being is, unlike over the road where you speak to the phone to a recruiter, you answer the few questions. Next thing you know, you're in orientation. With the local side or home daily or whatever you want to call it, it doesn't really work like that, you know. Unlike that, you're actually sitting in the boss man's or boss lady's office getting interviewed. You know, they're gonna ask about your job. They might have your resume, you know, right in front of you, asking you, you know, so what happened at this company, that company. So if you're quitting a local company to go to a local company, you know, that might play out a little different. So that's up to you, how you want to leave that company. But as far as loyalty in trucking, there really isn't any, because again, like I said, if you don't take nothing from this video, listen to this point. I've said it many times. Would they give you a 2-week notice or a week notice when they're about to terminate you? Think about it. Y'all let me know what you think.